Orange, Scrape, Anna, Lauren, Cheeseburgers, Allie, Brooke. That looked rough. I had a long nap. So I got a main and like a dinner special. J-Dot died. What? How do you know that? J-Dot was an occasional beezer. I mean, they were a beezer. I think she was sick. Aw. 37? Oh, no. Rest in peace, J-Dot. That's sad. Oh, I thought she was really young. I don't know why. But 37 is young. That's too bad, yeah. Remember J-Dot, they would come in here once in a while, but they were coming in less and less, maybe because they were sick, yeah. Yeah, rest in peace. Sorry to hear that, Scrape. I think you guys were probably close, eh? What's with my camera? Get a life. Okay, well, this dinner will be in honor of J-Dot because you know why? They always ask me what I had for dinner. That's what I remember the most about J-Dot. What are you having for dinner, Foodie Beauty? Aw. Okay, well, not to make light of a bad situation, but this is for J-Dot. J-Dot, we're having chicken soup, some garlic bread to start. Yeah. I was watching, you ever hear of a show called Airline? And they were like, there was a case where they were overbooked and they had to offer people like compensation to give up their seat voluntarily. Would you guys do that? That happened from Turkey to Beirut. They were overbooked. They're like, if you have a seat on your ticket, you're fine. And they were offering people 200 euros, a 5-star hotel in Turkey for the night, and then to rebook on the next flight. I was so tired and just wanted to get to Syria, so I said I didn't do it, but maybe in a different circumstance I would have. I had an arranged pickup. So I didn't want to, you know. They gave you first class? Wow. I would do that, yeah. I'm on a rest break. Our house is being renovated. Of course I miss him, but I miss my cat, man. I miss people over there. Of course. But so today he installed some water tanks. I think we're gonna wait on the paint job for now. I'm really excited that we have a big outside area. I know I look weird, sorry. So I'm excited that Julia, well, I'm just gonna blow my nose. Julia can hang out outside. There's an olive tree, I think, there too. I wonder if I'm gonna try to make olives. Has anyone tried to make olives? I guess the more it matures on the tree, the darker they get. Of course, there's comforts of the West I'm gonna miss. But he's trying his best to make it comfortable for me. And I don't want him to like stress out about that, so I'm gonna try my best to just like, you know, it's not that bad. He didn't grow up in this house. I don't know, his parents, I think, were married and then lived there. And then his mom, they moved to Kuwait when I think she was pregnant with Salah. So. Whoa, I got chicken teriyaki. Look at this. Yum. I'm freaking... All I had was some oranges. I'm pretty hungry. Which spoon is smaller? I think I'll eat with this one. It's huge. I like to eat my rice with a spoon, so... I don't think I'll eat all this rice, but... Is that a child's portion of rice? No. It is a generous portion. The thing is, Agathon, I haven't done anything to get anyone demonetized. I haven't been striking anybody, nothing. I swear. Wallah. So it ain't me. Actually, I'm a Muslim woman in Dubai. Your face in hijab looks really bad. Please try to fix this for your benefit, inshallah. Thank you. I know, I look awful right now. It would say that I struck it? Yeah. I didn't. Seriously, I haven't even really been looking around the YouTube streets. I've been watching the Airline. I'm eating chicken teriyaki and rice. Qatar? I just love Qatar. It's like luxurious. I don't know. Beautiful country. Maybe I'll make a vlog. I mean, I have a lot of videos ready to go. Well, not ready. I have to edit, but... I could go to indoor places. I want to check out the museum. That song makes me sad. The National Museum looks really huge. Do they have a restaurant? I was thinking of going. Honestly, I don't know how long I'm here for. We can't live here, no. We would need like a work visa. Maybe I can work at Outback. I can be the blooming onion lady. Man, I'm feeling more geriatric by the day. Okay, should I go see Weapons on Monday? You're American living in Egypt? Oh, wow. How are you finding it? He helped through the border, yeah, but I didn't really talk much to him. He just knows what to do. I'm a travel vlogger. Any good travel stories? Well, I did do a video talking about it. But I took this this bus from where we were staying in a little village to Damascus. That was an experience because Salah does not want to drive in Damascus. I don't think I'll give a house tour of some areas, but some areas maybe yes. Yeah, Julia's all right. The girl that really loves her, and then Salah as well. They make sure no kids bug her. No, it's not hard to find contractors. It's not the same as the West, but he has a lot of, he has some family, friends, stuff that help him with that. Some guy friends, like you just buy the parts and do it yourself, kind of. It's not like it depends on the work. Like for a complete paint job and everything of the place, that would have to be professional. Depends what kind of electric work needs to be done. But he knows a lot of people, and he seems to just know a guy for like everything. Somebody to install the solar with him. Somebody, but he usually helps out. I have no idea how the emergency services work. I mean, there must be addresses. I don't know. I don't know. I never see like an address posted, like 123 Maple Street, like on the house. I don't know. I've never seen. I don't know. I think like online gaming and stuff. He's met some friends in Syria and stuff like that. He's been back to visit a couple of times, but I don't know how old he was when he visited. The house I think has 2 or 3 bedrooms. I don't remember. I think 2 bathrooms, but one's a squat. We get to pick the furniture for the house. Maybe some of it, but there's already a lot of furniture and storage. So I've tried a squat, yeah. When I have to, I have to. They're not my favorite, but how do you know we weren't moving to Syria months ago? You don't know anything, Swag Daddy, what we were discussing, what was going on. Can you take us to the mall to buy nice house stuff you can't buy in Syria? No, because I'd have to bring it back. And all I have is a small carry-on, so you can find a lot of nice stuff. They have some malls in Syria. I don't know when it'll be ready. People just assume they know every detail about it. Really, and they don't know anything. No, I didn't say that before. And I think it actually started, I don't know when exactly, but yeah, I can't remember exactly when, but there was things in the works that I just don't want to talk about. It's no one's business. No one's business. You feel me? What is up, my crazy frogs? Just for that stock beezer, when we get a keyboard, we're playing Crazy Frog for 3 hours straight. How can you not know what brain pills are? Pills for your brain. We're gonna live in the house. I mean, I should not spend money on shopping with so much going on. Honestly, if I had a job here, I wouldn't be opposed to living here. It's a really nice country. Yeah, I feel okay, Lizzie. There's some good doctors there, honestly. Okay, what should I get for coffee now? Hello. Lovely cozy room. Yeah, the AC is cold. It's on 22. I'm cold. I usually have it on 16. No, I haven't walked around. I need to. Lazy ass. I'm afraid to go out in the heat, honestly. I'm not joking. It's way worse than Syria. I wouldn't be able to live without AC. There's a pool on the roof, but it's hot. It's outside. What are you going to pack, Lindsay? Pack lots of undies. Can never have too many clean ones. Don't gain back the 10 pounds. That 10 pounds was torture to get off, too. Coffee helps if you're calm. Coffee and a cigarette, eh? It's a new hijab, but it's not very flattering right now. I need to not smoke shisha. My lungs lately. You know the Syrian sherry? The good thing about buying cars in Syria is most of them are used, and you can sell them for pretty much what you bought them for. So, he's going to trade it in for a different car, so we're going to have a better car. Almost, probably, has problems. It's also the risk you take. No rust, no. Nothing like that. Yeah, I gotta, lay off the food, man. I think I'll, it's hard. It's hard, it's so tempting. There's so much food. right at your fingertips, you know? Pearly whites. You know, right? Sometimes they look white and shiny, and sometimes they look like sweet corn on the cob. I could never be a celebrity. I don't have any work done, and my teeth are like weird. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what I want to bring back to Syria. Um, I'm thinking of getting some gifts to bring back. Maybe like a nice bath set, you know, for the women. I don't know. I brought a toothbrush, but I got 2 dental kits for free. Comes with a toothbrush and a toothpaste. I floss every day. I have my floss there. I can show you. I mean, I don't floss every day, but when I remember. I actually flossed today. His teeth are okay, I guess. When he was a kid, he fell on some ice and cracked this tooth, so it's like he has a cap here, so it's like a little discolored. A kid stuck his leg out and tripped him. That's mean. Hi, can I order a cappuccino? Sure. So yeah, I'll be excited to see what car. We need a car there because honestly, not just for us. Like we help a lot of people with the car too. And also um like hitchhikers. But it's not hitchhikers like in the West. Like this is like a normal way of life thing between villages. No, I'm not far from Syria. Women can drive there. I have not left the I have not left the hotel. No free breakfast. I don't eat breakfast. That's scary? No. It's not scary in Syria because it's they put their thumb out kind of, or they just kind of wave out. But most of it is women and children, actually. They stand on the side of the road if they need a ride from one. That's how people get around. It's like a normal form of transportation there. Did you go all the way there for AC? Partly. When they clean, I sit in the lounge. Like let them clean around me. The episode of Hoarders where that lady didn't want to leave her bed, and the guy's like, we're clean around you, man, if you don't move. She was like, oh, I don't care, do what you gotta do. How did they not see this? I'm not supposed to have this power bank, especially Anchor. And they combed through every single piece of my stuff. Oh no. Salah will be mad if they throw it out. It's a power bank. They shot out many of my stuff. Yeah, but in Syria they said no, you can't bring any power banks with that. They shot out my hijab pins, they shot out my razors, they shot out my sharpener for my eyeliners, which I wasn't happy about. Whoops. But you never thought you'd see that tattoo again. This friggin' shirt. I was like, why can't I have my sharpener? The airport bullies. They said we cannot have any Anchor products for some reason. Yeah, that's Salah's power bank. He'll be mad if they pitch it. I don't see why they would pitch it. I think that's only leaving Syria to here. Qatar, they don't really care. They went through every little thing, like everything, like every little thing. Hold on. I didn't get little cookies this time. Oh well. No, but last time I ordered just a cappuccino that came with a cookie. I miss Salah too. Like, I really do. He's gonna pick me up from the airport, inshallah. Honestly, guys, I know you're thinking, oh my gosh, you're not going out. When you pay for a hotel, you know, like I specifically, it's not like I came on a vacation for like a trip, like yay. It was to really just rest and take advantage of, try to get some AC in for the summer because it's really hard on me, you know. And being diabetic, I dehydrate very quickly. And then I was hot and sick on top of that. I'm just needed to just my own space to recover. I don't know exactly when, Lindsay, but did I find my toothbrush? I had to buy a new one. Decompress, yeah. But even little things like this coffee, yeah. Oh, man. But I'm not going to buy one of these every day. That's expensive. Remember when you broke the couch in Thailand hotel? No, it was a panel that fell. I broke a chair in Thailand at another hotel, not BU place. And, hopefully, so every single thing we buy in life is going to be Sas's money. Like, I didn't know you could fund a whole renovation, traveling for a few weeks on $1,000, K-Love, but nice try. Like, there's no way. Yeah, a fresh room away from people to just recuperate. Yeah, I can actually understand because, like, obviously, after raising money for her school, I travel into like a hotel, and I get that. But no, it's not. I would never in a million years ever do that. Plus, besides which, it's just not enough to fund a trip. The flight was like $900. How am I going to stay at a hotel You know, like there's no way. Yeah, I did promise, but after I showed first rounder receipts, I'm like, I posted why I don't think that's a good idea. Panel. Yeah, we already did. He already moved the solar panels. That was one day him and a technician guy who does that, they installed. He bought an extra panel too, just so that, you know. I mean, I posted a receipt that we were at schools picking one out, and then throughout the year, can show her in school and stuff like that, like protecting her privacy. But also, besides which, the live stream was her parents' idea because they wanted help with the schooling. So they already knew that there was going to be money. Like they already knew about it. So they would be like, wait, where's our, you know what I mean? Where's our money? So no, we're not just going to scam them out of their money for school as if like she's going to school, being taken care of. We help out her family a lot with our money. But we have renovations and things to do and like our life to take care of as well. And we also help other people in the family and stuff. So we didn't really have all kinds of money for her schooling. So that's why we wanted help with that too. No, Salah knows them very well. I don't think so. I don't think the parents want anything to do with being on camera. Because how do you know the money went to her schooling? Okay, not all of the money is going to her tuition fees. Some of it's just going to go to transportation, outfits, supplies, whatever they need. Like, you know, it's going to them. But she is going to be in school. Like I said, we can post updates of her being in school and stuff. Yeah, I have my own money, but not like this trip is not super, super expensive, but people donated. And the people who donated, it was like maybe 4 or 5 different people. I think maybe 4. And the people who donated have never, I mean, they just trust and they just know, like, you know, but that's about it. It wasn't like a lot of people. There was like a few people who made bigger chunks. This trip was kind of not in the budget, honestly, but I feel like it was like, you don't have to explain yourself. I mean, I feel like it was necessary, like for my health. I was getting pretty, you know. The renovations, like I didn't really have anywhere to go. I could stay where we were staying, but it was getting a bit much. That's the thing. Like anything we buy, will be like, oh, is that Sas's money? It's like how much do you think we raised? Like, and if I really, like I said, like the minute we had enough for what the intended purpose is, I just said we have enough. That's it. I can get why some people are mad, but it is what it is. Like I'm tired of people honestly like pocket watching every little thing only whenever I need help for somebody or for something, you know? And it's just like if I post a receipt, oh, it's fake. You had time to make that up. Like it's just never ending and I just want it to end. No, I think if I need help for something, I'm not going to make any promises and if people don't trust me, they don't have to donate, you know? That's it. Yeah, people bullied Noor for cooking, exactly. So whatever, who cares what they say anymore? All they do is complain, blah blah blah, crying and complaining, negative every single day. So whatever. That's how you want to be. That's how you want to be. But they are starting to demonetize, it looks like, hate channels. So I don't ask for help from people very often. And I'm allowed to ask. You don't have to donate. I would never take money from a child in need after their parents asked me to help them. Said, can you do a live with Sasa? Maybe people will want to help. She needs help with school. And that's when we learned about that. And I said, sure, why not? And I said, you know what? I said to Salah, think of all the haters. They're going to accuse us of being scammers. It's never going to end. And you know what? He said, who cares what they say? And that's it. You know? Yeah, it was their parents' idea. And how we help them out, you know, we mostly with like, I don't like to out like personal business and stuff, but, you know, we've helped with bills like rent, food, living stuff. You know, we take the family out and do stuff. So, hi, sweet love. Hi, sweet love. Speak of the devil. I mean, speak of the handsomest man. No, one of them got their appeal denied, Dainty DeVito. So, sorry to burst your bubble. I don't wish that on people because I don't want bad karma. I don't want bad energy. I'm not here sitting that people lose their monetization. I'm just saying. They found you from a water bottle. You have every right to keep these crazies from finding the school. Yeah, I just, you know, how long are people going to go on for it about? You underestimate Girl World. I miss you too a lot. I'm kind of lonely. Sephora haul. Are you gonna pay? How's the house coming along, sweet love? Yes, because $1,000 pays for a hotel, food, and a flight, and more. Right? Okay. Am I feeling any better yet? Why are people friggin' slamming? I hope they leave the hotel. There's like a new guest that's annoying and loud. No, one of the appeals got denied, so that means they can't monetize for like months. So, but need a lot of work still tomorrow after the Wi-Fi will be installed, inshallah. Oh, Wi-Fi. Yay. Yeah, I agree. Let me change the hijab. The Wi-Fi will be unlimited gigabytes. Get out of here. It won't be as fast as Canada or Kuwait, yeah, or Qatar, or yeah. Yeah, but it'll be unlimited? I washed this hijab in the sink, and it is nice. But you know, there are other ways of making money. When I lost my channel, I just went to Patreon, but they reported my Patreon saying I was bullying, so they have they don't have a high tolerance for bullying, so I would watch that. Just saying. People got mine shut down. Well, I'm just saying. You know, they do that. I don't think Patreon has a big tolerance for bullying content. And whenever you have ganging up on one creator constantly. That's debatably bullying. I don't know. Why is my hijab not hijabing? Sweet love. But yeah, guys. Coolio went to Gangster's Paradise. Pretty cool, right? No, my breathing is worse since being here. I don't know why. Maybe the AC constantly? Oh, my stomach's been awful since being here. Acid reflux. I need to like go back to like Syrian food, man. When I get back, I'm gonna see the doctor and get on a try to control my diabetes. Would you guys still be with me if I look like this permanently? Hi guys. I mean, something tells me you're not here for my looks anyways. Yes, yes. And you wouldn't laugh at me? Because that would be rude. Something's wrong with my stomach. Always. One of my friend's boyfriends used to, me and Shannon used to make fun of him. Because he used to go like this all the time. And then one day in marketing class, we were like, did you ever notice that Brian always, that's not his real name. I kind of did make up with Shannon. Yeah, we talked when I was in Canada. You know, we've been friends for a really long time, so he would sniff his finger always like this. And I'm like, did you notice Brian always sniffs his finger? And she was like, yes. And then we laughed. And then the teacher, she was miserable. There was a rumor that she used to, anyways, I can't say now, but finger sniffer. I smell my food before I eat it sometimes. No, it's fun. No, my friend Shannon. Will Shmi have an in-laws suite? Syrian family estate? No, Shmi will not come to Syria. Or even, she wouldn't come to Kuwait either. Yeah, we pretty much talked it out. We're fine. We're okay. You know, it's hard when you've had love for somebody for that many years to just turn it off. I kind of had hearties yet last night. It's too tempting. I don't even recognize myself in the mirror anymore. Hearties after Outback, yep. Hours later, but yeah, like late at night, I was like, that's when it seeps in, and I'm just like, don't do it. Honestly, it wasn't worth it. It wasn't that great. Nothing is as good as skinny feels. It's not even skinny, it's healthy. It's true. I was feeling really nice, really good. And when I get to Syria, I really don't have an excuse. One of my jobs basically just to take care of the household, which is a big job for me. I'm not used to that. And honestly, it's not something I particularly really like to do. I'd rather pay someone to do those things. Gives them a job. But I have to do it. So I think I'll feel better once I get in a routine of self-care, see the doctor, get my diabetes under control, and have a routine of keeping clean the house, you know, making something healthy to eat. I did do it in Kuwait, but there was like AC. It was a smaller place too. This is kind of a bigger place, and it's older. I do feel inspired by the Syrian women I met, yeah. It makes me feel like inadequate a bit because they're so good at what they do, but they were raised that way. You know, the way I was raised, I barely had to unload a dishwasher, you know? No, I would never let it get nasty like that. Salah would probably divorce me if I don't think he would, you know what I mean? Like, he wouldn't want that. Yes, we have kitty litter, yeah. That was when Salah first got there. The family he was staying with were making a makeshift Julia litter box. It was a box, and they were putting sand in it. For a while, she had that, and she seemed to like it. She really loved the natural sand. She never pooed on the ground. I just hate anything physical because it's hard when you're so fat. I think I had diabetic acidosis one time, maybe because I got really sick. One time I started shivering and feeling really sick, and anytime I stood up, I would throw up or be dizzy. This was in Kuwait, and I was shivering. I could not stop shivering and sweating, and I stayed in bed and didn't eat, and I stayed in bed for, my sugars were like 25, and I didn't want to go to the hospital because I would be throwing up every time I moved, and I just stayed in bed for 4 days, and I just eventually started to feel better. I don't know, it was bad, and I didn't know what diabetic ketoacidosis was, so I just thought I had a flu, but I think it was something sugar related. Yeah, Carolina, like we talked when I was in Canada online, but I didn't see her or anything like that. I don't talk to her. I haven't talked to her since Canada, but if I'm completely honest, I think if I told her not to tell something, I don't think she would. Like, I don't think she would tell somebody, like, something I really don't want her to. Just because I've known her for so long and she's never done something like that to me. And I think she was just really, like, caught up with being online and really upset about the swordfish and, like, really scared for me because she's been in really bad abusive relationships. And I was really mad, but I then became more mad. It wasn't just her telling, it was her turning to you know who. But I'm over it, whatever. Life is too short to be caught up. Like, think about it. Like, we're here now. Tomorrow we could not be. Like, who cares about petty stuff, honestly, guys? I have to take my brain pill. I want to be on a billboard. Yeah, I'm chill with Amber. Especially in Gore people get tore down all the time for weight. They're comparing weights, blah, blah, blah. Like, a lot of people were mad at me during that time of my life. I was on a self-destructive path. I should go brush my teeth and use the washroom while you guys wait for me. Here's my toothbrush. They give you one of these every day. Some clean pajamas I washed in the sink. Pajama pants I'll wear after my shower tonight. This I have to wash in the sink. This chainmail one. For the laundry. I need to wash that too. Wash this. Smart. Oh, the exchange. Because if you don't use all the money you exchanged, you can get it back at the airport. $1. This is the Qatar money, in case you're wondering. That's 5 reals. I don't know how much that is in dollars, but maybe. Don't have much money for reals. Canada money? I don't have Canada money on me. Who's this? That's all I got, man. $100 to my name. Kidding. American money in Syria. I can take out money here. I forgot about that. I'll have to tell Salah that I can take out money here. Salah just gave Sassa's family from his money, and then whenever I have access to it's all going to be in my account, and then whenever I can take it out, it's the same thing. You can just use his money for now. No, it's from Salah's money. It's all the same. He can use his money to give to the family, which he did, and then I can take out money here. Same thing. I forgot about that. I can take out money at these ATMs. I don't care, Lily, if you believe me or not. Really, my life will go on, Lily. Syria's cash, and it's mostly when you exchange for Syrian pounds, which is mostly what they use there, you have to use American money. So my husband owns a business. Well, he's a partner of a business anyways. Yeah, people don't have to be together. Just because I'm gone for like a little while doesn't mean that I'm abandoning my family. We were joking, like we'll adopt Sassa. I'm both. My name in Syria is Mariam. Qatar is very nice, Yusuf. Yes. Oh my gosh. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So I like coming here to escape for a little bit. There's a Hardee's, Shake Shack, Burger King, McDonald's, Dairy Queen, KFC. Is that why you went to Qatar? The real reason is just because it was the best option while we wait for the renovations. And also, yeah, the AC, the comforts that I missed. And the back of my mind, even though I wasn't eating junk as much, I thought there's going to be so much food there. And I'm trying, but one last fast food funeral. Are you excited for renovations? Yeah. It's not really like renovations like you think. It's not, a complete overhaul of the house. It's just making it functional. No, I don't get fast food every day. The first time I ordered fast food was the Hardee's, and that's it so far. Today I ate pretty healthy. I just had that meal. Healthy, but you know what I mean. And then that'll be it. I won't eat anything else tonight. It's late. Once a day I'm going to order a meal. That's it. Yeah, yesterday was twice, but usually it's once. I had Outback for lunch, and then late at night I got hungry, and Hardee's called my name. Yeah, I got like a chicken something with mashed potatoes, but the blooming onion is not healthy. I got a blooming onion. I only ate a quarter of it. I felt bad pitching it, but... Or no, I ate more than a quarter. Maybe like half. I don't have a flight planned yet. Okay, no, I do have a return flight. But I'm not sure if I'm going to have to change the flight. It depends. I'm not going back until things are ready. But I did do a return flight, tentative, so hopefully things are ready by then. But I don't really want to tell people when I'm going back until I'm back. You have the money to stay? I know, Tracy. Well, the thing is we don't have rent right now, right? Because he owns the house. They own the house, and we're not renting that apartment anymore. So yeah, other than helping with wherever we were staying, like money-wise, we don't have like a full, like a monthly rent to pay right now. So it's not that bad. There's a side of it that could be expensive, but overall, you guys would probably be shocked. It's not expensive here at all. A 4-star hotel like this in Canada, how much do you think it would be a night? Over $200, easy. So I think it was like 35. See, it's midnight. My mind is thinking of grocery store snacks. As soon as I come to a comfortable country. Actually, I'm just going to wash these in the sink. I have to wash my hijabs. This is the bathroom. And I brought my own toiletries. I don't know, I think that's a bidet. I'm not sure. If you want to order room service while you're on the John, then you can. What is this for? I'm not paying for them to do laundry. It's expensive. I can just wash an article a day of clothing and that's it. I just wash it in the sink. Yeah, you feel unwell when you're really hot. If I could tell you what it was like to sleep in that apartment we were in, the furnished one, man, it was awful. I felt so ill all the time. I knew there was no AC, but I didn't know how I would handle it until I got there, and I didn't really care. When we were staying in the villages, it wasn't as bad. There was a breeze, and we stayed outside a lot. That's why I have friggin' mosquito bites up the yin yang. But there was no airflow in that place, and it was just so bad. We were both happy to just, get out. No offense, but he's not banned from GCC countries. He doesn't seem to really miss it, so. Thailand, yeah, you need a visa, but yeah. Obviously, it's easier when you had a Kuwait residency, but I used to take my, Canadian passport for granted. But, the freedom it allows for certain people. I hope, coming here on a break doesn't mean that if we had our home and it didn't need reservation, I wouldn't have come here. I didn't come here just for AC. I came here mostly because he lives in Syria now, Nanya. So once you leave Kuwait, that's it. You don't keep your residency. I needed to be alone a lot, mostly. And he said, why don't you stay in a hotel in Syria, because they're about, for a place with AC, it's about 150 a night US for a fancy 5-star in Damascus. And I just don't want to, it would just be more, it made more sense for long-term stay to come somewhere that's a bit cheaper for more comforts, I had a month solid of being with people every day, and as lovely as they are, I just, babe, babe, handsomest man. Busy day again tomorrow. Hey, babe. I hope the house is finished before, by the time I have to go back. How many days do you think I should go without getting my room cleaned? Like, what do you guys think? AC fund. Yes. We need to grift more money for the AC. Putting that cat to work. 3 consecutive days, so tomorrow will be day 2. So I should get it done tomorrow, maybe, just so I don't, It's still clean, though. I just have to put the there's a few cans, that's it. I don't know. I feel bad making them, clean it. Like window units. It's like a split AC. Okay, maybe I'll do extra live long stream so we can get the AC. Are you going to get the AC, or going to wait? You think we need it? Is it hot? Or is the fan enough? Because where are you going to put it? In one room, right? And the room we sleep in would make more sense, but honestly, we can see how hot it gets. If it's unbearable, we can just get the AC. If not, then I like to shower before. I just find it relaxing here. It's like a nice rainfall shower, and oh, I love it. Our shower in the apartment we were renting was like few sprinkles. It was awful. I didn't like it. Babe, I'm going to stay here another month, okay? I'm just kidding. I haven't taken a bath here yet. I'm afraid of micro hairs being somewhere. Ew, I don't know. I get grossed out. I would not be kidding. Seal bees. I know, babe. It's hard here because there's so much food here. And I'm just sealing. Babe, after I get back, I'm not going to have any of that food for a year or more. Babe, they have Hardee's here. No, I got back up there again. I always fluctuate between 370, 350. The same 20 pounds. No, I was 339. That's the lowest I go is 339. And then my body, I don't know. Thanks, Scrape. I did cancel HelloFresh, but it took a long time. They were just taking the money out of my account. I didn't even notice at first. It was a lot. It is still very heavy, Paige, yeah. is super morbidly obese. Yes, it is, especially if you're 5'1". It's a lot more dangerous. 300 would be good. 299. No CPAP. That's one thing I keep forgetting about. I don't want to have to take it with me everywhere. By the way, the bed is so comfortable. Oh my gosh. People give me so much shit when I advertise. I told this guy off, actually. I was so tired and crabby and sweaty from traveling when I got to the end of my journey, which was exchanging money for Qatari Riyals. At the exchange booth, I'm standing there. And this guy walks, there's a line behind me. This guy walks right up and butts in front of me while I'm getting serviced. And he puts the money like, I need to exchange money. I look at him, I'm like, yeah, I will, coffee. God willing. I'm like, you have to wait your turn, pal. I was so crappy. Oh my gosh. He just ignored me, like, and then someone else was like, you gotta get in line. Ugh. This is why I get social anxiety for situations like this, you know? Line skippers. Actually, I let someone skip me in line when I was waiting for immigration at Qatar. There was this little kid. He was so cute. I think he was probably autistic. And, you know, sometimes autistic children, they have trouble dealing with their emotional states and situations that require patience and stuff. So their parents were behind me. And they had this little kid. And it was a long line to wait to get to the visa and immigration stuff. So he goes, oh, I don't want to be waiting here. It's not fun. I want to do fun things. And then the dad was trying to teach him, you know, like, oh, hi, Bean. Hi, Bean. Hey, Cindian. And then the dad goes, we all have to be doing some things that are not fun sometimes, you know? And he said, oh, well, this makes me so sad. And then he was like having a meltdown, kind of like started crying. And so, yeah, he had some kind of like accent, like was it German? I don't know. Anyways, so I said, you know what? Go ahead of me if it helps a little bit, you know? So he did go ahead of me. But anyway, I ended up going in a line. I didn't realize it looked like a short line. Like somebody told me to, like when I got to the front of the line, you go into another line, like to line up at a booth. It's hard to explain. And they let me go through a bit quick anyways. They put me in a line for GCC nationals because there was so many people. So yeah, so I let them go ahead. So sometimes I let people skip the line, you know, like if it was an elderly person and looked like they weren't doing well or something like that. The taxi from the airport to the hotel wasn't bad for about a 15 to 20 minute drive. It was, I'm the best Samaritan. You know, I feel like I have to say these stories and kind of prove that I can be a good person, or I am a good person, because, you know, a lot of people are so determined to prove that I'm not, you know. But I also learned that you just can't convince people of things that they're just determined not to, you know. So to think a certain way about you, they'll always think a certain way about me. And, you know, I'm not going to waste any emotional energy trying to prove to people anymore, you know. Unless you have it on video that you did it, they're going to call you a liar. And if I did have it on video, they'll say, well, why are you filming good deeds? It doesn't matter what I do or say. There's going to be something contrary, you know, and twist it into negative. Sasa will be forever grateful, yeah. And we'll just have to make sure, take it year by year, that, you know, she can stay in school. And, yeah, I'll start saving now every month, $100. Should be doable. I mean, you know. Anyway, we'll see. I don't know. They'll say, why are you filming innocent people without their permission? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So you can't win, so who cares? May as well just be a loser. I can't wait. That means, yes, I'm happy Salah got the car. The other car was a pain in the ass. We couldn't even, it was running on diesel. Like an SUV running on diesel. So I'm glad he traded it in. Where did everyone go? Oh yeah, I don't know. I've been on for 4 hours. Maybe people are tired of me. If I stay on long enough, maybe I don't know, we can get breakfast, imagine. Hopefully they will all be demonetized soon. Are they getting demonetized for just using other people's content? Like just using my content? I don't understand. I don't know why they're getting demonetized. I can get massages from a woman, yeah. Not a man. We were passing by massage parlors and there was like a massage parlor, like to have a massage. He's like, do you want to come in with me? We'll get massages. I'm like, they're women. He's like, it's professional. It's like a medical thing. So then we see a man walk out, a man masseuse. And I was like, okay, you get the woman, I'll get the man masseuse. And he was like, never mind. You're not allowed. Like, why? Excuse me? Okay. Oh, Jordy got demonetized too? Or like Ride the Madness? Might be more. Ah. There's a gym. Maybe I should use it every day. At least the treadmill. It's like a huge treadmill, bigger than mine, double what mine was. So weight-wise, it should be okay. But it's the eating I gotta watch too. Yeah, I've been on GLP-1 before. I don't know. I'm seeing a doctor when I go back, but I don't know if they have that there. I'll see if they do. I'll see what they have for like diabetes medicine. My foot, yeah, it's healed. I think my toe's okay. Thank God. I forgot about that I fell down the stairs. Oh my gosh. You don't even have a minute. You don't even have time to think of what's happening until you're flying in the air. I must have I slipped forward, so I slipped, literally flew through the air, smashed on the landing, and my chest, my head smashed against something. And then my chest smashed on the stairs. And my foot too. Like my foot must have smashed on the hard stairs. And then, oh, it's awful. It was so painful. And I was like, am I alive? Like, am I gonna die? I couldn't breathe. It took me a minute to breathe. And then the pain sets in and you're just like, what the hell? Like, I couldn't walk at first. It was so awful. I don't know how long I'm gonna be here, so. Yes, ads. I need money. Come on. I'm just joking. Watch them all. 7 years of bad luck for every time you press skip on my ads, buddy. 35 miles? Oh my gosh. I would drive it. One time I drove to... This is when I was living with BB. I drove to Montreal. I took the long way, not the highway, it was like a French highway anyway. And I drove to Montreal at night to go to La Belle Province to get a poutine and hot dogs. And I listened to the Shining audiobook the way there and back. Honestly, it was a vibe. So I would drive 35 miles. I used to go to the States for Taco Bell before we had one in Cornwall. Remember when you got stuck in the US? Yeah. And I had to stay in a dingy hotel that had blood splatter on the wall from a heroin needle? Yep. At least I think somebody was shooting at something. Pizza. Pizza. I could go for the garlic dip right now. So good. That's one of the first things I ate when I went to Canada. I took a walk with my sister to Pizza. And then we walked to Starbucks. And walked back home. No, we stopped at Circle K. And they had a sale on beef jerky. So we got some beef jerky and some drinks and walked back home. Well, they should be careful. Because if they are cracking down, just saying. All you gotta do is report the video with at least one timestamp. Ah. One is doable. I know, coffee. They all have weird voices. Don't know why. I've been on for 5 hours. I feel like I'm going on like a marathon. When we picked her up, she was put into a little pink basket. The person put her in a pink basket. And then she poked her head out and she was so cute. That's the first memory. I still can't believe she's in Syria. She was confident, mostly. But now she's scared. Ever since she got spayed, when she gets into a carrier, she gets super scared. She hates it. I don't know. When we were moving her from the stuffy apartment to where we were going to stay, she was in the back seat in the middle, and we picked up one of Salah's friends and his military friend with a big rifle. And the guy with the rifle, it was funny. He's like, oh, a cat. And he was like, oh, he really loved Julia. It was funny to see. I hope she lives to be in her 20s as well. Minimum. Are we beezing? Hold on. Hello? Oh, did it mess up? It messed up. Shit. What the hell? It's not working. It's frozen. Ugh. Should I do a sleep stream? Hey, everybody. No, I don't feel bad leaving Salah because it's things I can't do. When I go back, I'll help him with things I can do. Probably wishes he was in AC. He hated the AC in Kuwait. He always made me turn it off or wanted me to, and then I would be like, no, or at least turn it up. So he doesn't care as much. I wonder if Salah will get the AC or not. Oh, is Pete's live? His game streams? Aw, poor Pete's. Everyone go say hi to Pete's. Bury her on a beach. I mean, to be fair, I don't know what else I was supposed to do with Howie. I'm not going to throw him in a garbage. I'll wash my face. Look at it. Okay, if you see this eyeliner tomorrow, you can give me shit. Let's play a game. How ugly can I get? How about that? Okay, this one's for you, J Dot. You're swell. Let's stay up till breakfast and then go to breakfast buffet bees. I'm kidding. How come my teeth, like most people have their teeth along their mouth? Mine are like confined to this area. Foodie Beauty business cards. I want to hand some out. I have wrinkles. Botox bees. It's not that it's better than Syria. I mean, it has AC, so. But I think Salah will install one, but I'm not sure. Before AC was invented, yeah. Hey, MK. It's so comfortable, AC. Who can blame us, right, for wanting to be inside of it? It's not like it's a Syrian house. So don't expect it to be a palace. Structural stuff, I don't, but yeah, but not like major construction. But I don't know exactly everything he has to do, honestly. Yeah, I don't want to be surrounded by noise and like, I just was getting burnt out. I needed I needed a break. Yeah, the summer can be oppressive in the Middle East. Right. So even just a little bit of time away, every day is a day closer to fall. It will be nice in the winter, so I just have to suffer through it. Chantal, our culture is exhausting. Non-stop food visit, 2-hour coffee visits. Yeah, at the same time, it's very nice. People are so hospitable. But there was a few days straight of just not even having a moment alone to complete a single cameo for a few minutes. For example, I was just like, it was constantly with people, and it was just really driver's license. No. Being alone is my type of excitement, especially on moody days. Yeah, I was sick and getting over being sick, and it was just, yeah, I was just exhausted, and I'm like, if if you're gonna be renovating the house, why don't I just go somewhere then, and take a break and a rest? No, he's handling it better than me. He doesn't mind. I said, how do you feel? Do you like being around people 24/7? And he's like, after a while, I like some space, but we don't have much privacy, so having our own place will be better. He would have to take off, and tend to things about the house and stuff. And I was just like, if you're just going to be leaving me, with all kinds of company all day when I'm tired, I will just travel. I was really crappy one time and I refused to go visit someone. And like, I feel like they thought I was rude maybe a bit, but I was like, I can't. I physically can't. Thus, I was getting burnt out with all the visiting. The day that we were visiting Sessa's schools, it was really hot that day. And we were going from town to town. It is a culture thing. And I was so tired. I was still feeling very ill. And we stopped in about 3 different people's houses. And I think it was the 5th person, because we kept stopping and it was hot and I was really tired and wanted to go home. And we stopped and I was like, where are we stopping now? And then they stopped at this place that just like somebody's house, they knew another person and they wanted me to go in and say hi and everything. And I just like was like, no, I can't. I'm too tired. So I hope they didn't think I was rude, but like I have limitations on my social abilities. I waited in the car with Salah. Yep. And I still feel bad. So when we got home, I said, can you translate that? I'm really sorry about that. It's just that I'm not used to all of the attention. I'm not used to visiting, so many people in one day. I don't even visit my family. Like when I was in Canada, I would see my family once in a while, not that much. That's okay. Who cares? Me, literally every family holiday, right? Yes, an introvert and an extrovert culture. Yeah. Only human. I don't mean to be rude, The way you describe situation with Google Translate and the conversation moving, and it's awkward. It can be awkward, yeah. And that's why I'm better off here, because he would be leaving me from day to night while he's at the house. I mean, I'd be in the way there. I think, it's all dudes. I'd have to stay with the ladies back at home. And there's no translator, and there's like a million kids, and it's hard. It would be really hard for me. That's why I'm like, if you're going to be working on the house, I may as well just go and rest. Hey, Monique. And we'll have our own place set up, and I won't have to worry. I'll let you know. And a lot of the time, Sasa will go too, because she loves Salah. So she loves me and Salah. She's always asking for me, I guess. When, Mariam? When means where. Yeah, I've been to the house. They think you're antisocial. Well, I am. So, but that's hard to explain to them, MK, right? In that culture, in his culture, the ladies stay with the ladies. So when he's gone with his uncle or something, or somebody to go work on the house, I don't miss Kevin. How the flush works without running water. They have like a water tank thing, probably what they were using, and they just fill a bucket and flush the toilet that way. I want a new toilet seat. Like, I asked him to install a new toilet seat because the bums have been on it for years, like somebody's bum that you don't know. So, and they love me. I love them too. They're very cute, but it's exhausting. I don't know how they do it all day. But one time, they were like all on me. There was 6 kids on me, and one screamed really loud right in my ear. And I looked at Salah because we were talking about me going away for a bit, and I was like trying to convince him. And I looked at him, and he just, I think he understood at that very moment. And they're all under the age of 7, so very young, very hyper. Bees and all the kids, noise and heat, yeah. Constantly. Like day and night. So after a while, I was like, I just need a bit of a break, because we were staying with them, because people who had a lot of kids and stuff, because we had to leave that stuffy apartment. We didn't want to pay another month of rent because we were moving into his house. I can't wait to see the new car. The one we had this one is like 8 years newer. 8 years newer than the one we had. Hopefully it runs a lot better and doesn't. We got stranded. The car broke down once. The one we had, and we just stopped wherever we were and had a picnic in like a field. 2006. Yeah, I think ours was like 2008, and now we have, I think, a 2016 or something. I think that's what he said. I can't remember. It might be 2018. Nothing wrong with old cars. It's just that this one, if you don't soak all kinds of money into them, that's the problem. That's the only problem. 2016. Ew. I'd like a 2026, but, well, the house was his, so it's not like he just bought it. It's not like he bought it. It's a family home. The car, we just pretty much sold the old one, and I think he only had to pay like a little bit of a difference, like maybe a few thousand or something. Not much, but we need a car. Like, we have to. A mechanic for a husband? Yeah. Does it come with plastic? No. The Sherry was brand new. We sold that when we left. The Sherry was on like a payment plan, so he didn't really make any money from that, because he still had like a year and a half left on it. So it just broke even. He sold it, and that's it. At least there's no payments, though. And then now, yeah. It's not me doing well. I didn't buy the car at all. It was all Salah's money from Kuwait, so. Yeah. Using it to buy a car because we need a car so bad. Nice marzipan. Hondas are good. Yeah, I wouldn't buy a Chevrolet, Chrysler, or anything. So I'll have a car before he met me. He picked me up from Kuwait. When I first met him, he had a Honda, an older one. Got an SUV, but it was like crappy, so he sold that. Then we got the Sherry. And now we have, I won't say what kind of car we have now, but it's older than 2008. But the AC worked very well in the one we had. Actually, the one we had was a Santa Fe, a Hyundai Santa Fe. Santa Fe sauce. After it broke down once, I'm like, you have to sell this. Like, there's no way. Remember the bus hit the car? Oh, yeah, I hit that one. That's gone now. We don't have it anymore. It's a good thing we have a car. It's because he sold the car, and then we had no car for a bit, so we were getting a ride in this like old, oh my gosh. It was a truck that when you start it, it will move, even if the brake's on. They don't, by the way, they don't care there really about road rules. Like you don't have to wear your seatbelt ever. If they stop you, they just make sure the car is not stolen. They don't even ask you for your license. Like they don't care if you have one or not. Like it's really different. There's not really a lot of stability with government. That's why. So, I had my IV when I was at the hospital, and we got picked up in that truck from someone's salah nose, and it started moving, and I almost fell on my ass with the IV. It was bad. At the McDonald's, I always used to drive in Ottawa. Oh my gosh. I would drive late at night at like 3 in the morning, every night almost. Well, I did this often at one point, to this one McDonald's that was open on Montreal Road. And the lady was so not friendly. She wasn't, I think it was just her demeanor, how she talked. She, like, you drive up and she'd go, "Then have you?" And then I'd be like, "Yeah, can I have blah, blah, blah? Yeah. Anything else? Okay, okay, okay. Anything else? McCurdy's. Remember you hand-fisted ice cream and threw it at seagulls? Yeah. I feel bad for the bunny, oh my god. And then I hit something super large, and it dented. It was killing wildlife, but it ran out in front of my car. What do you want me to do? Thanks, where's her hair? I am. It's 4 now. I got one smoked turkey sandwich, foot long, pickles also please. And they didn't add pickles. Oh, there you go. August 8th. Ordered at 2:19 a.m. Subway. No burger. Subway. It's crisscross. I know what I'm doing. I'm fucking 38.